And one last one, and this time start on a and open to an ah. Breath in and go. Good. Cool. Okay, and in your own time, stand up.
Alex Critchley here, on the set of, oh, is it recording? Hi, Alex Critchley here, and I'm on the set of Inspector Calls. I'm here with my castmates. Follow me.
Hi, my name is Joachim Fora, and I play the Inspector.
The Inspector basically walks in on a family of very upper-class people who are enjoying a family celebration, an engagement between two people, and he basically comes in and ruins all their nights by telling them that a girl has died, and tells them why each of them helped to kill her.
She wanted 25 shillings a week instead of 22 and 6, and you made her pay a heavy price for that. But she'll make you pay a heavier price still.
Look, Inspector, I would pay thousands.
Yes, you're offering your money at the wrong time, Mr. Burling.
I'm Eleanor and I played Sheila Burling, who is the daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Burling and the fiancée of Gerald.
Were you sitting here all that time last summer? We hardly came near you. Were you? Yes, of course you were. Hello?
My name's Oliver Melvin and I played Eric in Inspector Calls.
As I said, Eric's the son of this kind of rather perfect family, and it's not until the Inspector comes in until we reveal his dark past.
Yes! As was I. I was in a hell of a state about it.
Or did she suggest that you ought to get married?
No. Hurried? She didn't want to get married to me. Said I didn't love her or something.
Hello, I'm Amy Hendry, and I'm the director of An Inspector Calls. Being a student director is definitely challenging because people think you're just doing it in your spare time for fun, which I am, but you have to not underestimate how much work that takes. It's been my whole life for months, really. There'll be peace and prosperity and rapid progress.
There, as peace and prosperity and rapid progress everywhere.
It's amazing because I think it's very easy to criticise student directors for being, inexperienced, maybe not knowing what they're talking about. But in my experience, I did 1984 last year, and I done Inspector this time, and two completely different directors. And to be honest, they've both been brilliant for very different reasons. But what they do both have is they both know exactly what they want to do and exactly where they want to go in it. They're very organised and they put their heart and soul into it. And what can you want from a director?
The student director she doesn't talk down to us, and no matter who your student director is, they'll always be on the same level as you. Instead of saying this is Amy, my friend, this is Amy, my director, because she's, I felt until the show was over, I should always heed her advice, because at the end of the day, it's her show.
Somewhere in this room, right now, there may be a bomb. You have to find that out.
Yeah.
Is there a bomb in this room? Oh my God. If there's a bomb in this room, it can go off at any second.
Found the bomb!
Oh no, it's a shoe.
Oh my... That's So warm-ups, a lot of them were really focused on energy because all of our rehearsals were 6 p.m. till 10 p.m. and everyone had usually done a full day of university work and came in very tired and hungry and a bit grumpy, including me. So we had to really kind of focus on getting them excited enough to kind of put things into the rehearsal.
People use warm-ups for different reasons. Amy, I think, didn't necessarily use it to get us into character. I think she used it to get our energy levels up because she was well aware that we needed to get our energy levels up. Which is actually, for me personally, that's how I like to think of warm-ups. You need, whether it is, she did mix between doing physical warm-ups, like moving around a space and shaking our bodies out and doing like some sun salutations just to stretch out the limbs and make sure that you're only rigid if you need to be rigid. You do have flexibility in your movement. Whereas vocal warm-ups, you can more often than not, you'll go into a rehearsal and realise that your throat maybe is a bit achy and you struggle to get words out, or you struggle to articulate certain words, and especially for a play that's set when it is, there's some of the things you need is to be punctual and to articulate, to also project.
I like the flowers, I like the daffodils, I like the mountains, I like the rolling hills, and I like the fireside when the lights are low, singing a doo-wop-a-doo-wop-a-doo-wop-a, singing a doo-wop-a-doo-wop-a-doo-wop-a.
Hey, I'm Croft. I'm Spec. And we're gonna scare the shit out of Amy Hendry. Come on.
Yeah, the cast, I think, definitely embraced the kind of let's have fun and mess around aspect of rehearsals. And yeah, the boys especially, not to be sexist, but the girls tended to kind of stay a bit calmer. And I think when you put 4 young guys with a lot of energy, with a lot of enthusiasm into one space, it's going to be some craziness. And they all got really close as well, which is lovely. I actually had to tell them they had to tone down the romantic subtext in their performance because it started to get a little strange.
I love Richard. I don't know, I just think he's such a good lad. And you could tell he loved his character as well. Quite similar to him. And he absolutely loved the fact that he just was Matt Smith. That is the only obstacle. You might as well accept my congratulations now.
I couldn't possibly, so don't say anything just yet.
Not even to Mother. I know she'd be very pleased.
Well, you might drop a few hints or two. Promise her that we'll behave ourselves in the coming months, eh?
Come on, you two. What's the joke? Trying to tell stories?
No.
Learning lines this was one of the more difficult times I've had to learn lines, because I think the inspector speaks so specifically and is very articulate and has very precise lines. If you change one word, it can change the whole sentence and doesn't make sense.
Just remember this. 1, Eva Smith is gone, but there are still millions and millions and millions of Eva Smiths and John Smiths still left with us. With their lives, their hopes and fears, their suffering and chance of happiness all intertwined with our lives. And what we think, and what we say, and what we do. We don't live alone. We are members of one body. We are responsible for each other. And I tell you now that the time will soon come when if men will not learn that lesson, then they will be taught it in fire and in blood and in anguish.
Yeah, there is a bit of waiting around. Obviously, with different scenes, Eric, the character that I played, wasn't in a large chunk of the middle section. So yeah, towards the end there was waiting around, but you use that time that you have when you're working on the play to obviously learn your lines, good start, but to then, once you've learned your lines, to start to develop your character, develop what the progress and the development of the character throughout the play, and I think doing that within rehearsal time helps a lot, because if you're out for a bit doing that and then you come in, then what you've been thinking about, what you've been working on, you can throw straight in instead of doing it at home and then waiting a couple of days till the next rehearsal.
I feel as if for the sake of Amy I should say I'm going through my script and learning my lines, but in reality I'm just probably messing around with my phone, having jokes with the other cast members, distracting them. Just having a laugh, because that's the best way to pass the time.
7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 1, 1, 1.
I do, I love it. I'd not had much experience directing before this show. I just thought it was something I should try out, and I loved it. I came away every rehearsal just happy and excited about it, and it's actually made me realise it is what I want to do, and now I'm planning on doing a master's in directing. So it's been good.